Hello and welcome back to another video. If it's your first time here, welcome. My church is your church. Is at the moment it's me sharing God with sharing me. I have an unbreakable faith because I know without a doubt that God is real and He exists. Started out not even wanting to be on camera shy, but getting more used to it now. And I figured the best way I could share God is just by being myself on camera and turning the camera on as often as I can and just speaking. So hopefully it comes across well. I don't plan on doing any editing or nothing like that, not at the moment anyway. When I do edit, I just take a straight clip and put it in. So it's all real, it's not scripted, and nothing's cut out, you know. But by doing it that way, you might have some boring moments. Because I'm not cutting out boring moments, I'm just letting it all go. Because then you can see the real me, even in the boring moments. When I drift off thinking about something.
At the next stop sign, turn left.
I don't think I need these right now. It's pretty gloomy today. It was sunny earlier.
At the stop sign, turn left onto 3rd Avenue Southwest. Then at the next light, you'll turn right.
Yeah, it was it's weird because it was like really sunny. So the clouds just kind of came in. I went into Walmart to get a bag of chips. The Walmart brand for $1.97. Corn chips. Because I'm going to the library to do some uploading and editing. Pick up my mail at the community center. And figured I'd get some chips to munch on. Because sometimes while I'm there for so long, my stomach starts getting a little growly. For an update to anybody that might be curious about, that's been watching me, for how the Rise mushroom coffee has been working for me, because I'm not a coffee drinker. I don't like coffee at all. But what I've been buying is the vanilla latte stuff, and that was even a little too much coffee flavor for me, so I went back to mixing my normal hot cocoa and then mixing a packet of the Rise hot coffee in with it. So I know it's kind of an overdose of sugar, kind of in a way, I guess, maybe, but at least that. And then I've been putting, instead of creamer, I've been using honey, because honey is also biblical for health. I think it has, I think it might be like a natural antibiotic, and I forget what else, but I haven't got it burned into my brain enough yet. I've been looking at different biblical foods and plants and stuff that they used for healing and health that was in their regular diet, you know. And so along with the Rise, the reason I started doing the Rise mushroom coffee, even though I know this is not exactly God related, but it's part of what I'm going on here between my struggles and stuff. And because I'm an overweight person, I was up to 400 pounds at almost one point. Probably went over. I might even went over 400 pounds. But when I hit like 390 or whatever, I was just too ashamed and didn't even want to ever step on a scale again. You know, and didn't step on a scale again till I really believed I'd lost some weight. And I can't remember if I was at 370 then or what I was, but when I would really start trying to lose weight, and then once I felt like I might have lost enough weight to where I'd be less than 390, then I stepped on the scale. But matter of fact, I had to buy a special scale because our other digital scales would say OL, overload or whatever, because I was too big, it wouldn't handle my weight. Anyway, back to there's that sneaky word again. The Rise mushroom coffee, it's got 6 different mushrooms in it that they say are adaptogenic mushrooms. I don't understand what that means exactly, the adaptogenic part. But each mushroom, as I've been looking into it, and actually some of those mushrooms are actually in the biblical stuff. was kind of neat that I found out later after I'd already started trying this Rise mushroom coffee. But as for, they say that mushroom coffee helps lower your cortisol, which then helps your body start getting rid of visceral fat. And I do believe, I'm almost 2 months into it now, and I do believe it's really doing something, boy. I'll tell you. It brings a whole nother problem for me, though. My stomach is starting to get concaved on the sides more, like an hourglass, but I do not have an hourglass figure yet. And my stomach's dropping down more because it's hitting my legs more when I'm walking, and the bottom of my belly fat is so jiggly, loosey, floppy.
Turn right onto Forest Boulevard North.
It's like I said, it's a whole nother problem, a whole nother depression kind of a thing, I'm like, oh great, But I think it's doing something because my belly has never been that kind of squishy, flippy, floppy stuff. It was always tighter and fuller, sticking out more and everything. So it's doing something. Going with the traffic here. So that was just an update about this. Sorry, a lot of times that happens to me, and I apologize to you viewers. When I'm driving in traffic, well, part of the reason I film when I'm driving because of me having a problem with the camera. Because in the beginning, I didn't want to be on camera because I was self-conscious and stuff. Plus, I was worried about people making comments or whatever, I'm self-conscious. And so when I put a camera on me, I'd freeze up right away. Even though I'm really good with people, strangers and everything. You catch me at the right moment. I could stand on stage maybe in front of a million people or something, talk or something if I'm in the right mood, But man, I turn the camera on me and I just freeze up like, So when I'm driving, I focus more on driving. I don't think about the camera as much, even though I know it's there and that I'm talking and filming. So sometimes when I'm in traffic, I'm paying attention to traffic, of course, number one, so I don't get into an accident. I'm safe on the road. But then traffic will take me away in my mind from that I'm filming, and so sometimes I'll zone out and forget that I'm filming, and then you end up with some boring moments for me. Daydreaming about other stuff. And for regular viewers, still really tough. As of March 5th at 3 in the afternoon, it's still really tough. Woo! I can't believe it's been this long. Like 8-9 months or something into being out of work and making it through the winter. It used to be so hard for me to even admit that I needed help. And God told me that that was one of the things I needed to work on was pride, and I needed to learn how to accept help. This winter has been a good lesson for that. Not that I like it, but it has been a good lesson for that. I've always never had a problem helping other people, whether it's with my time or money or whatever else, But I would never ask for return and stuff, I would assume be laying in a gutter and still not ask for help. But that has changed now. Because I'm supposed to learn that. So maybe I was supposed to learn that so Because I know God's going to have me meet more people because He's had me meet people all my life and help them. So maybe He was preparing me for other people that have the same pride problem as me, or that I did have. So I can share my own story with them when I'm helping them to make it easier for them to accept help. I bet you that's it. I never even thought about that till just now. Because I've been trying to figure this all out and everything I'm supposed to learn in this process. And, because it has been an experience, let me tell you. But I hope this experience is done.
Turn left.
Well, it ain't done yet. I know that because I'm still in this situation. But I do hope it's done, like today, tomorrow, by this weekend or something comes up or happens where I have an income or something. I don't know.
Turn left. Then you'll take your first left into the parking lot.
Oh, I just don't know. Oh boy.
Turn left into the parking lot. Then you will arrive at your destination.
Here I go. Backing up. One thing is for sure, I forgot to do that mirror again. Earlier in the week, when I was one of the nights I was staying at the Walmart lot by Arby's, I backed into the corner there, and there's a snowbank where they plowed all the snow, and I back in right next to that there, because it's closest to the corner, and I heard a little bump one night over on my passenger side. I got up to peek out the curtain real quick, and anyway, when I was doing that, when I do that, I seen a guy walking with his dog. I know it's like a brown chocolate lab or something like that. And there we go. We are up against the curb, and he must have bumped my mirror, and it happens all the time. People bump my mirror, and it turns it out because it kind of turns easy. And I've got since it turns easy, I took some plastic Walmart bags of that, bunched them up into a ball, and then wrapped electrical tape around them, and then jammed it in underneath the mirror so it would like make it harder to turn, but it still turns fairly easy. But that at least holds it in place so the wind doesn't blow it or whatever, and move it or something like that. It jammed it in pretty good. So, and I did buy some friction tape to put over the electrical tape, thinking maybe that'll help a little more, but I haven't done it yet. And I tried seeing about taking the screw end off of it so I could, where the little rotating part is, there's got to be like a tightening screw or something like that, adjustment. But that sucker's on there, man. I couldn't get it to break free. And I didn't want to break my mirror because I'm not in a position to afford putting a new mirror on. And because this is a camper, that mirror is very valuable, especially since it's the passenger mirror. I mean, they're all valuable, but so I just told myself, nope, do not push it down because you'll end up breaking it. And if it breaks off, then you're really going to be in another mess. So I didn't break it. I left it the way it is. So right now I'm dealing with a bundled up tape ball that holds it in place. Oh, my subjects are all over the map. Anyway, there's that bird again sneaking in on me. I keep thinking about one time I was editing and I got emotional when I was filming and started dabbing my eyes with this. And then I looked at the camera and I said, "You big cry, baby." I don't know, I just sporadically did it. So then when I was editing, I happened to watch that spot because I'll jump through the clips to listen to something I'm saying to come up with a title somehow, because otherwise I'd be thinking forever what to title it. So that's why my titles are kind of goofy. Most of them go off of a word or a little short sentence I say or something, Even though my subjects jump so much, it might not even have nothing to do with the main subject matter in there. You know, I don't know. Maybe someday I'll get it down good, or maybe someday you'll all kind of figure out my thought process, and you'll see some goofy title and be like, "Ooh, this is gonna be a good one. I just know it." Yeah, but that's a weird title. Them are the better ones. Oh, so. Oh, I'm a goofball. What can I say? And in one of my videos from right after New Year's, both these lots were full, okay? And I was trying to figure out why it was so full, because it had never been that full before. And then I guessed it, and had you guys guess too. And I figured it was New Year's resolution, and everybody came to the gym to work out. So now we're going to show, if any of you watched that video and remember how full the lot was, this lot and that lot, now you get to see. Okay, let's see. We'll go over here. There you go. You can see over there. It was totally full up at the Y. There was no spots there. That's why everybody was probably parked over here at the library. And we're going to move on over to the other side here so I can show you out the other side here. Let's see if it'll go over. See what's on that back that way. So that's how empty it is now. And if you have watched that video, oh, that's the mirror with there's my little tape ball underneath the mirror that I was talking about. So that's that. Now that we've covered that. Oh, maybe I'm getting delirious, you know, being in this situation for so long. And it's probably the good weather a little bit, because it's been nicer out the last couple of days, and the nighttime temps have been in double digits, you know, like 12 degrees and stuff. So it's not as cold at night. Well, no, actually last night was down to, actually I think the last couple nights have been like, you know, 22 to 30 or something like that in there at nighttime or something. So, but it has been a lot warmer than those zero temperatures and stuff. And this, as long as it's not real windy, it stays fairly decent in here, and I don't burn as much diesel when it's not really windy and not really cold. And on the really cold days, I leave the diesel going all the time so stuff don't freeze in here, and because otherwise it gets really cold in here and stuff would freeze quick. But since it's been nicer, I've been able to shut off the diesel heater during the day, and the sun, when it's out, keeps it warm enough in here. Even though it is currently, oh, a nice day today. Oh my goodness gracious. I think it says 52. It does. Wow. 52 degrees. That is like t-shirt and shorts weather almost here in Minnesota. Well, this video is getting longer than I'd like them to be. Here goes our airplane. I didn't get a chance to film him. There's an airport right there. Once again, thanks for watching. God bless you. Talk to God and tell him Darren says hi. See you on the next one.